Alright guys, we should be live. How's it going? My name is Josh FU7KERS0N and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're back on the community created super flat world that I'm doing, and today we're going to simply pick up where we left off in the last live stream. So if you didn't watch the last live stream, I pretty much took the time to start the very first part of our sandcastle design. I'm going to quickly just check to make sure that the audio is good, audio check things. I do this every time I start a new stream just to make sure that my audio is decent. This is basically the time that I will pick up on anything that is just kind of out of place. For some reason it's not telling me that I'm live. I know that I'm live. Pop up. There we go. Audio check. I know that I'm live. Pop up. Alright. Audio check. Audio sounds good. We should be good to get started. I'm not going to wear headphones. I think I do better sometimes without headphones anyway when I'm talking. So, yeah, welcome to the channel if you're new. This is our super flat world. It has about 4 to 5 episodes of about 90 minutes, per part right now. As you can see though, we have 4 small pyramids, and then we have a big ginormous pyramid in the middle. I don't really have a name for this pyramid just yet, so I need you guys to drop some name suggestions. I would like a pretty cool name because I'm building like a desert theme for right here. As you can see though, this pyramid does look pretty badass. I like the way it looks. And you got pretty much the other 4 pyramids that surround the corners of the bigger pyramid. And basically we're going to be heading over here today. I'm going to be working on the next phase, or the next part of the stairs. And I'm not expecting to make a whole lot of progress, if I'm being honest. But progress is progress. So we're going to go ahead and get started though. I need smooth sandstone. And pretty much, I want to go ahead and do the next stairs going up. And this is because we're basically taking it up a level. And there's actually going to be a wall right here. There's going to be a wall right here. But I'm actually going to place this wall back like this, if this makes sense. This is going to go down. And it's going to go all the way down. And you're going to see what I'm about to do here. So it's going to basically end right here. I'm going to take this up and connect it with this. And pretty much this is going to be our first wall that we're doing of today's stream. So let's go ahead and do so. So yeah, this is pretty much going to be the first official wall to our sandcastle that we're going to do today. We're not going to do the whole thing today, obviously. It's going to be, a multi-part type ordeal. So don't expect for me to get this done straight away. I am going to take my time and just simply make sure I do things the right way. So right now, for those wondering, we're pretty much filling in this wall, and I'll show you here in a second why this is important. It's going to basically add some depth to our build. And not only is it going to add depth, it's also going to add something to look at when we get ready to do the next phase of the steps going up. I'm actually going to have these steps on the sides kind of wrap around into the entrance. You're going to see how I do this. So pretty much though, I am taking the time to actually fill in everything that you see. So everything that you see has been filled in. There's no hollow part of this build. Think I'm lying? It's filled in. I did that last episode. I'm pretty much going to keep that same energy when it comes to these walls. And this is basically what I call griefer proof. That way, if somebody joins and they're pretty suspicious and they try to grief me, I'll have lots of layers to this, and it'll be more, tedious for them to grief, I feel. I don't think that's going to be the case though. I'm not going to open this world up just yet. I want to pretty much have plenty of backup saves ready, so I'm not ready necessarily for this to be open just yet. So really this is just my super flat world that I'm building on right now. Once I get about, I don't know, enough episodes to feel satisfied by myself, I will probably open it up to the public. Hey, babe. Pretty much just gonna be doing this. Gonna be pretty laid back for the most part today, or tonight, going into the next day. Let's check this out now from a different perspective. Perspective is what matters here. Yeah, that wall is gonna look nice. That wall does look nice. So now you want to do the same thing for this side. So pretty much, if you want to do some comparisons, pretty sure it's gonna be, I think it's gonna start right here. Let me just do some comparisons. No, it's gonna be something don't seem right about this. This lines up with that though, it does. I think it is gonna be right here. Yeah, it is. So what we're gonna do, we need to come up here. I won't be on long, I gotta get to bed soon. Yeah, you're good. I'm gonna simply do this stream and then probably go to bed afterwards, after I get the one I did before this one started to upload. Let's go and fill this in though real quick. This is the next step to the build. We're gonna simply just take the time to fill this in. Once we get this filled in, I'll be able to move into the next phase of the sandcastle project. So I'll probably do some stairs going up a little bit. I'll probably also do some more stairs going kind of in a circular oval type shape to come to the middle where the entrance is going to be to the sandcastle. We're pretty much just giving ourselves plenty of time and preparations before we get into the meaty greedy, whatever the saying is. I don't know the saying is. I thought I was going to be smart. It's 11 o'clock at night, so you're going to get the 11 o'clock version of me, which means I could literally, be different in about 30 minutes. So I am going to go for about 90 minutes though, because this will make it, 3 hours for the day when it comes to recording content, and content's content. So, and I don't mind it. We're pretty much just going to fill this wall in like we did the other one. As you can see though, this needs to be taken down like this. And then now we're going to fill this in. Once we get through this part, I will be able to move into the next phase, which is going to be doing the next row of stairs going upward. I haven't decided how many sections I want to do before we actually get to the sandcastle. I'm thinking at least 2. If I do 3, it could be nice and symmetrical, because on Minecraft, odd numbers are basically your best friend when it comes to symmetrical builds. So if you're ever trying to build something symmetrically, odd numbers, 1, or not 1, but 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, those numbers are going to be your best friend. You can go bigger, but typically those are the numbers I tend to use when it comes to, doing symmetrical type builds. I can tell a big difference in how I sound. I can actually hear myself think though, which is good. I have music on, so you'll be able to hear the music in the background, just in case, I get quiet, because the music is kind of like a feeling thing. Alright, let's check this out now. Oh yeah, we're definitely starting to get that shape we're going for. We're definitely starting to get that shape. So here's what we're going to do though. We're going to simply, right here, what I'm going to do, I need to take the sandstone, which is going to be on coordinate 95. So right here, we're going to take it back. I also want to take it back on this side as well, which is on coordinate 105. We're going to take it back. We're going to simply do this on 105 right here. And there should be 13 sections of stairs. I'm going to count to double check. So 1, 2, oh, didn't mean to do that. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So now let's go ahead and do this going up by 13. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So there is the next kind of layout, rough outline of how far we're going to take this up. Let's go ahead and do it for this side as well. So yeah guys, how y'all doing? Hopefully you guys are having a good day, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. We're going to pretty much just be working on the next phase to our sandcastle project. I'm doing like an Egyptian theme right now for some reason. Don't know why, but I got the inspiration to build pyramids a couple of days ago. So we're pretty much just rocking with it, you know? I don't really know what else to say. What else do you want me to say? I'm pretty much just going to be vibing with the music in the background. Is the music still on? Okay, just wanted to double check. Sometimes the music likes to cut out randomly. I'll make sure that doesn't happen. Or at least try to catch it if it does. Alright, so we're pretty much going to continue this. So as you can see this though, it's going to basically continue. This is going to slowly kind of wrap back at like a triangular type shape to connect with the stairs. And pretty much we're going to keep this going for a little bit longer. So we're going to have to take smooth stone stairs. And we're going to basically now take the time to simply place it like this. And I will actually have to go back and fill in all of what we're doing. Like I'm actually going to fill it in. It's not going to be hollow, so that's going to probably take a lot of time tonight. So it is going to get kind of boring here in a little bit, and I do apologize, but I want to do this that way in the future when there's more people on here it won't be as easy to grief necessarily. And I want to only have it to where, you know, trusted members of the Discord can join. I'm only going to have it to where people that are subbed or just interact with me through, like, you know, live streams or just comment sections. Gonna be basically, this is gonna be the world that I use for stuff like that. Alright, so now we got the stairs placed. You can kind of see where we're going with this, but you're probably thinking, why do you have a one like gap in between? We're gonna basically fill this in with smooth sandstone. That's all we're gonna do now. And as you can see, we're starting to get a nice stair system kind of going here. This is because this is gonna take us up to the next stage of this sandcastle. And as I was saying earlier, we could do 2 or we could do 3. So basically what I might do is I might, you know, do this again right here, but up another layer, and then do another one, if that makes sense. And then that third layer is going to be where we actually officially start doing some of the sandcastle walls and the gate entrance. I think that's how we're going to approach this. And I wouldn't expect tonight for us to get to that phase, but I am expecting to at least get this part kind of laid out and kind of filled in. So now this is going to be the fun part, because now I got to figure out how I'm going to take this back right here. I was thinking what we could do, starting it from like right here, because I might just fill this in honestly. We fill this in like this, yeah, and then basically we would just simply kind of take it back. I don't know how that looks to y'all, but that looks good to me. We just simply kind of keep this pattern going. Let me just kind of get a feel for it, because if it looks janky, I won't do it. So I'm going to continue this until it looks no longer good. If I don't like it, I will probably change it repetitively. So we're pretty much just experimenting with this wall design. And like I told you guys earlier, we're going to try to get or achieve a triangular type shape for this. I have no idea though how this is truly going to look, so just let me kind of experiment with things, because the only way you're going to get good, see like right here though, you see this doesn't look great. I already don't like that. So if we were to do this, we would simply want to maybe change the wall a little bit. Let me kind of get an idea, because however I do this, I want to make sure I keep it the same pattern. I don't really like that, so I don't think we're going to do it this way. I don't think this is the right way to approach this. So we're actually going to just simply get rid of what we just did. I don't like it, so. And you're going to probably see me change my mind a lot during this series. There's nothing wrong with changing your mind 24/7, because usually if you go with your gut will tell you what's right for you. So yeah, we're gonna pretty much just open this shit back up like it was, and I'm pretty sure that's how it looked. So yeah, now we're back to where we was. Let's go ahead. What I might do, I might just take this back and then turn it, make it, I guess, into like a U shape, something like this. So we want to connect it with probably right here, right, I guess. Yeah, I like that. This will probably look a whole lot better in my opinion, so do something like this. Yeah, it looks good. So now just imagine that filled in. We could simply fill this wall in. Might as well go ahead and do that now. Wouldn't hurt to do so. I have always day on, by the way, that way it never gets dark. I might experiment with different, lighting techniques. I know you got glowstone, you got shroom lights, you got, lanterns, sea lanterns. You got a bunch of different things you could use for light sources. I'm definitely going to be experimenting with a lot of light sources as we progress in the series. Right now though, we're simply just going to kind of get some rough outlines of things done. So like right now, we're simply going to fill in some of these walls. I will actually take the time in the future, for those wondering, to fill in all of the blocks necessary to make it to where it's not hollow. I think it's very appropriate to make sure, everything makes sense, looks good. Let me see what this looks like. I like that better, believe it or not, I do. And we can pretty much, if we want to change the way it looked, we could simply just take this down. Like here's what I was thinking about doing. We just take it down, simply as you see. So this would be how this would go. Let me just kind of get a feel for this. If I like it, we'll just simply keep it. Or I might even, experiment and do something along the lines of doing like a perimeter, if this makes sense. So let me just kind of get an idea of how this looks. Yeah. That makes a whole lot more sense in my eyes. Yeah. I think we're going to do it this way. I don't know about you, but I just like the way this pattern looks. It's simplistic. It's not going to hurt, to look at. It's not, complicated. There's not too much going on. It's just simply, it goes back in a line. So yeah, I like the way this looks. So let's go ahead and fill this in. Now everything that you're watching me do, everything beneath me will have to be filled in sometime. Either today or the next stream. I think if we were to do that, it should be, probably the next episode. I pretty much just want to get more of the outline kind of done. So we're going to actually take the time tonight, going into the morning, to fill some of this in. So let me show you what this is going to look like when we fill in the other side. Yeah, I like that design a whole lot better, chat. So we're going to pretty much just continue this same design going down. And then everything that's, underneath this will actually have to be filled in eventually. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's going to take some time. It took us roughly about 90 something minutes, something 91 or 92 minutes last live stream. I did go over the threshold a little bit, so I'm going to try to make sure I get, what I can done tonight, but I don't want to go too long because I have a lot of, other content that needs to be uploaded, and these kind of take a little bit of time sometimes to upload, especially if I have something going on, like uploading or downloading a game. So I just gotta be careful. I'm gonna make sure I find the right, time to do so. And yeah, guys, we are roughly about 5 subscribers away from 2,600 subscribers. So I want to say thank you guys for all the love and support you guys are giving to the channel as of late. You guys are pretty much, killing it when it comes to just support. So I want to say thank you. You guys mean a lot to me, and I can't wait to see what the channel can accomplish, for this series and for the rest of my time on YouTube and even Twitch. I think on Twitch we've actually just hit 110 followers. And I don't even necessarily take Twitch as seriously as YouTube, but I mean, I kind of do this just as frequently, so I take Twitch serious as well. I think YouTube is more my style right now, since, I don't have a good upload speed. Now, if I get a good upload speed, I might look into, bettering my setup for Twitch. Like actually getting like, emotes and just stuff going on where I can basically have it to where people want to be up in here. because right now nobody truly wants to hang out, which is okay. I understand. I am, after all, just a shorts, let's player. So I understand, people. I understand. We're gonna simply just continue what we're doing, and we're actually getting to the part where it's gonna get a little bit interesting, because now I got to figure out. Okay, so now we're to the top of this. So what we're gonna do, I like the way this is looking though. I don't care what anybody says. This is starting to kind of get its look. We want to simply figure out how we're gonna do this next part. I can pretty much experiment by doing, so we want to do it probably like this, and then maybe go back like 2, 1, then have it turn this way. Does that make sense? So we're gonna do something like this, I think. This is all just me experimenting until I get to the point to where it looks the way I want it. Now whatever we do for this side, we'll need to mimic to the other side. That way I don't get confused, because I get confused pretty easily nowadays. So it goes back 2, 1, yeah, 2, 1, then back 2, 2, 1, then back 2. Okay, I got you. So right here, I believe, I'm pretty sure. Hold on. Okay, no, it's actually gonna be on this part. 2, 1, 2. Wait, so 2, 1. So after that one, it goes back by another one. So this will be, so 2, 1, then back 2. So like that. Whatever we do for one side, we're gonna pretty much want to mimic and replicate to the opposite side. We basically want to mirror what we're doing. So what I'm gonna do, I want to simply now kind of just take this back. We're gonna do this where it's gonna come back gradually, I think. Or I could simply just keep doing it like this. And then we could go maybe another diagonal. But we want to keep it kind of going outward. So 2, 1. Whenever we get to the point to where we think we should start turning it, which I believe should be about now, then we're going to simply take it out by 2 and then start curving it back. I think that might be the move. So when you come up, just think of it being like a natural curve. Pretty much going to start curving this bitch. So what I might do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just see how this looks. I like the way that looks though, believe it or not. That does have a natural kind of look to it. So now we're going to basically mimic what we did to the other side. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, I got this. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. So now the next phase. So what we did over there, we just did this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. This part's going to be 5 going back. And if we do this right, 541 should be the coordinate that we should be lining up with whenever we fill the next 5. Let's just see if we're onto something here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 541, the middle is right here. So the middle block is 539. If I just simply walk down a straight line, 539 is right here. 539. So this should line up. If I walk straight, 539, it should be in center with the other side, which, as you guys can see, is. So now we're pretty much going to do the opposite of what we just did. So 2, 1, 2, 1, and then probably one more 2, one more 1 if I had to guess. So right now we're right here. So 1, then we go back. So 1, I'm placing blocks all over the place, I apologize. 2, then it's going to go diagonal over 1, and then 2, like this. We can actually cross-reference the front and back part, so 138, 137. 137, 138. So that lines up. Let's go ahead and do the same thing for this side. So it's going to go 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. And then now it's going to go back this way. I'm pretty sure. Let me do some looking over here real quick so I don't mess this up. So yeah, it goes back. Okay, hold on. So yeah, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Right now we're at the diagonal. So this should be the part where we go back and over, I think. Let me see where this lines up with this coordinate. So according to this, on coordinate 554, this lines up. 554. When we look at this, we want to basically mimic the other side. So I think we have the right idea. It's just going to do this number. So when we look at this, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1 right here, and then it goes over by 2. So 554 is right here, so this should actually line up to a certain extent, which it does, I'm pretty sure. So now what we're going to do, we're actually going to just simply take this and fill this in all the way down. When we get to roughly about where this is start kind of curving back, we want to simply kind of get a shape going where this kind of smoothly connects to this part. So I was thinking 2, 1, 2, 1, and then yeah, like that. Yeah, okay. I'm liking where this is going, bro. So 2. Let's go ahead and start from over here because we know how we're gonna do this. Just gonna be like this, all the way down. Once we get to a certain chord, we're gonna basically start taking it in. I didn't really keep note of where that was. However, we could simply, if we really wanted to, we know we're going to go back by a diagonal. And then we're going to go back by 2. And then 1, 2, and then most likely, so yeah, that looks right. So now this should be the last part of this. We're going to simply fill this puppy in. Let me show you what we just did. We simply just made the front or the middle of this section. If we were to go up another section, we're going to start hitting positive coordinates for the height. I simply want to have it to where this castle goes up to about, you know, maybe 20 if possible. So we're looking about right here. And that is because, as you can see, those pyramids are kind of cool. However, though, you can see that there's a big difference in height. So we're probably not going to be able to achieve that necessarily, but I can definitely, you know, take it back and then go up by another 13 and probably end up about right here, which would be negative 13 if I had to guess. So this is the view we would get from the front of the castle gate. And I kind of like that. I do. I like that a lot. So you're probably wondering, what the hell are we doing now? Well, what we're going to do, I want to basically take the time now to fill in. So this needs to be accessible, right? Technically. Because right now this is just a wall. And I mean, it could still be a wall, technically. We could simply fill this in. Not like that, though. This is the wrong block. Smooth sandstone is right here. We can do this on both sides. And then basically make like a double all the way around. Just gotta make sure we don't mess this part up, though. This part's very essential to our build. You gotta think, though, this is also a walkway. So we're building the walkway on this side as we're doing this. And if you look at it, we almost want to do another wall on this side, possibly. I was thinking we could do a wall, hear me out. That way it has a wall on both sides. But if I do that, it might look a little weird. So just imagine if we were to do this the way I'm thinking, just think this is up to about here, right? Because that is negative 33, negative 33. So let me kind of look at it from a distance. Let me just kind of see and get a feel for it. honestly, when we're going up the stairs, we're not going to necessarily be looking, but I mean, it's good to see the pyramids, right? So I don't think this is the right move. If you want me to give you my best feeling, I don't think that's the right move for that. We'll definitely come up with something though. That's not the right move. So now what we can do, we can actually take the smooth sandstone around the perimeter of what we just placed to kind of get a feel, you know, of the area, because that is something we're going to have to do. We are going to have to basically figure out how we're going to do the pathways. The pathways are going to be a little bit different, a little bit trickier when it comes to achieving the overall look we're going for. Because right now all we have is some simple walkways. We're going to just simply try to get as much of this as we can done tonight. I'm probably not going to get a lot done. However, it's good to kind of get some starting progress on it. It wouldn't hurt. So this should come around. We're pretty much just filling out the perimeter of this, as you guys can hopefully see. I am starting to drop some frames. Hopefully it's not as bad as it looks. And then this does connect, so that does beautifully work kind of in our favor. And now we're going to simply do what we just did onto the opposite side, or for the opposite side. I'm going to adjust real quick. Alright. I'm going to try to stay locked in, but when I start cramping like this, it's basically my sign to start kind of slowing down a little bit. Alright, that don't look right. Oh, it's because we didn't do, I know what we didn't do. Hold on. So before we even do this, we got to basically fill in this side now with sandstone. So let's go ahead and do that before we continue. That way we do not get confused with the other parts of this build. And I think I did it for the whole entire area. Let me check. No, I just did it to here. I just did it for this side in particular. So this is the side we need to be looking at. So when we do some comparisons here, do I see a difference? Yes, I do see a difference, and the difference is actually going to be right here. We don't need this block here. And now when I go back up, you're going to see that it's basically the same. And if it's not, we need to fix it, which I think it's okay. It's okay now, so we're good. So now we can officially take the smooth sandstone back. Are those the same blocks? Or is that cut sandstone? That is cut sandstone. Did I use cut sandstone for this? Let me check real quick. That might be an issue. Smooth sandstone. Is there a difference though? You can't really, I don't really see a difference in the textures. It'll be okay. I'm fine with that. Because you can't really see the difference, I don't think. So I'm fine with it being, you know, different for this, just this one right here. However though, we are going to go back and fill this in with actual smooth sandstone. It's not going to make that big of a difference, I don't think. So yeah, for right here for sure, this will be filled in as you see. I'm actually going to fill it in to about here, like this, as you can see. And then when we get to when it's going around, I will have to figure out another better way. That way it's not as, you know, what's the word? As, I guess, blocky? I don't know what word I'm trying to find. This part will be filled in regardless, because I need this part for the build. Alright. So now we're caught up. However, we want to go ahead and do the perimeter to this side now. And it's going to be a little bit different, because I have cut sandstone now in here. It kind of makes it unique though, so I'm not even mad. It'll be just fine. It'll look the same. As long as it looks similar to surrounding areas, it's fine. This could literally be suspicious sandstone, and I wouldn't care, because as long as it looks like it's supposed to, it's fine. I could go back and fill in those stairs again, or I could just simply let it go. Learn to let things go, you know? everything is going to be, you know, imperfect in its own way. So yeah, we just simply filled in that part now. So here's how we're going to have to do this. Because if you think about it, this is going to be filled in, right? So what are we going to put in this space? What do we want to put in these two spaces right here? Because I was thinking, if we were going to do something with this, we could just simply open this part up, you know? Instead of having it filled in. I said we just open this bitch up. Have it to where this is accessible on both sides. So I get the vibe that if this is open, we have more building potential. Or just more space to work with when it comes to a design of some sort. So if we basically open this up, we want to basically... So there's not a block there. There needs to be a block here. It's like that. No. Like this. Let me do some comparisons. So this needs to be filled in like this. This looks similar. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, that's right. And it's open on both sides. All while, you know, keeping it to where you can still manage and get in this area. I say we go ahead and fill this in. I say we use this area for smooth sandstone. And this will look good for like a viewer area. It's like a very, you know, unique area to take advantage of the area. Like look out and see how beautiful things are looking. This area has a lot of potential. I'm not going to worry about necessarily filling in everything that you're seeing right away. Like I said, I'm pretty much doing a lot of rough outlining right now. I will go back and take the time to fill in all these blocks underneath. However, right now we are simply focused and locked in on getting this part of the tower, or not tower, the sandcastle kind of knocked out. Because getting the rough outline is like half the battle when it comes to just getting into it, you know? Whatever we do for one side, we want to basically make sure we do for the other. And that is because symmetrical builds just tend to look better on Minecraft. So just like this, yep, there we go. As you can see though, I mean, it's probably going to be filled in regardless, but this should look, yeah, nice. Let's go ahead and do the same thing for this side. So just imagine this is going to be filled in, as you can see here. This is going to probably be a pretty big project when it comes to overall time spent just doing stuff on here. However, it's going to be well worth the time if you guys are watching on YouTube, because you're going to basically see me, you know, manage this the best way I possibly can. Obviously, though, there will be times where I have to think, and it'll probably take some time to get what I'm going for. And that's completely fine. We're not going to be, you know, perfect at all, so just gotta basically work on it. So we're gonna go and fill this in, as you guys can see. So there we go. So now we have updated pretty much how we're gonna get around with the stairs, and all while keeping the same process of connecting it to the next layer. There's layers to this. There's layers to this. And we're pretty much trying to achieve the unity that we're trying to fulfill. So basically, let me kind of paint a picture. You come up, say you're just exploring, you're just, you know, you're exploring, you're adventuring. You can either keep going up the way you came, or you can take the scenic route. You can go this way. And basically, this way is going to eventually come up, and it's going to start curving back this way. There's going to be some walkways, and then say you want to just take a look at the pyramids. Well, you got this right here. And basically, this is going to be where you could sit out. Look right here. I'm standing on a block right now. You could see the pyramids. 3 pyramids in the front, which I like. So I think it's relevant now to actually fill in the smooth sandstone. Let's go ahead and start with the left side. You're going to basically see the map come to life a little bit here, 100%. So just enjoy the map updating in real time as I'm doing this. I recommend that if you're watching this on YouTube to simply just kind of relax usually my Minecraft videos are kind of relaxing, especially my creative builds. Don't expect too much high energy when it comes to these builds or these, episodes. This is something you want to wind down to. Like, I'm expecting for you to simply turn this on and basically watch this shit as you're going to sleep. Because honestly, that's the best way, is figuring out what you like watching before you go to sleep. I remember back in the day when I watched YouTube 24/7, I would find a YouTuber that I like and simply just have his live streams play in the background, and I would wake up to his streams being on still, or his episodes or Twitch VOD still being on. Just basically watching the playlist. That's the beautiful thing about Twitch VODs. And honestly, if you guys love me and you want to support me, watch time is very important to me. It goes to show, that you guys actually kind of truly enjoy my content. So just overnight, that's a good way you can just simply give me watch time, and I value that very, very well. And I appreciate the ones that actually take the time to watch my content. Watch time and basically impressions are what mean a lot to me right now when it comes to analytics, but I don't really truly care about analytics. Analytics don't mean that much to me. It just basically tells me that something's working or something's not working. So I actually kind of take into consideration and study what's going right and what's going wrong, and I try to basically add on to that or basically improve myself. So for the next time, it looks or improves and makes it to where people want to actually be here. So I mean, if you guys have any suggestions on what I can do to keep people engaged, let me know. I try to basically respond to people as fast as I can when it comes to interactions and engagement. Now, if I'm at work, sometimes I can't be, able to do certain things, and that's gonna have to be understood. I do have a 9 to 5 at work. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I get tired during the week, but I still try to do what I can because I love you guys and I love making content. I'm hoping you guys can see that shit as I'm doing it, because I wouldn't be doing this honestly if I didn't enjoy it. So, all right, well, this side's filled in. Looks pretty good. I don't care what anybody says. This next part's gonna be a little tricky when we get to it. I'm gonna basically take the outer line now and simply kind of curve it as we go back. Not gonna lie, that part is gonna suck a little bit because I'm not really good with making things look curved. I have to use a website called Plot's website. Actually, that is what I use to make that circle down there, because the Plot's website is a very handy tool when it comes to building eclipses. You can also use it to build a bunch of different things. I recommend looking it up and using it for your circular projects, such as spheres, or just if you're trying to make a tower or dome. It's a very good resource to use. We're already about 45 minutes into this stream, guys. That's insane how time just flies, which makes me kind of feel good because I'm able, this is just being this is natural to me now all of a sudden. I used to struggle to basically get involved into stuff. This reminds me of my Stardew Valley streams back in the day, a year ago. I say that, but that was just a year ago. Stardew Valley streams where I did for 3 hours and I didn't really take any breaks. I'm not going to do that probably for a while. When it comes to 3-hour stuff, I'm going to try to basically pace myself for 90 minutes for this series. I simply want to do this in 90-minute increments. So if I feel like I can't accomplish something in 90 minutes, we may just want to tackle it in different, increments, if that makes sense. On the map, something's not filled in, and I think it's actually going to have something to do with... Oh, did it fill in? It may have just filled in. Let me check. Okay, on the map, it's being weird. I think it's because right here, most likely. Probably, if I had to guess. We'll figure that issue out here in a second, but if you look at the map, you can actually see the size of our, our walls and our walkways. We're pretty much using sandstone, and we're also using smooth sandstone, because those two blocks kind of coincide together. They kind of, work off each other. You can pretty much build anything with these two blocks. You can implement it into different, palettes of building. You can have it to where you have this in quartz. You can have it to where this is with, wood. You can have it to where it's with brick. This really works with anything. So yeah, we're gonna simply just finish this right here out. I'm thinking though, after we get this done, I'm gonna try to figure out the best method of approach for getting the curves to the walkways kind of updated, but also where it makes sense. That's gonna probably be something I struggle with, honestly. So I want to basically try to figure out what's gonna work and what's not gonna work when it comes to something like this. Because as you guys seen earlier, I was gonna do a certain method for the wall, kind of going back, but I changed my mind midway. And did you notice how I dropped 2 viewers when I did that? It's because they didn't have the time for me. And that's okay. I didn't have the time to basically sit here and explain to them that I'm just a big F up. Not really though, I'm joking when I say that shit. Alright, we're updated now. Look at this, bro. This looks very phenomenal. So now, let me go ahead and kind of get this next part done. This next part's going to be a little annoying. So now just imagine we do this, but we have to basically do it with this. I'm not really good when it comes to shit like this. So just imagine. So this is actually not even the outline block. The outline block is right here. But it's sandstone, right? So do I want to basically just take this in like this? And then basically just kind of mimic or mirror that right there? And then once I get to a curve, I have no idea. I really do not. This is something I'll have to get used to. What I might do though, since it's going to do something like that, what I might do, I might have to take it back like this and then curve it in. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this. So let me look at it from a different perspective. We come up, just imagine this is going to start curving back. It actually doesn't look too bad right now, if I'm being honest. Like if you look at this, yeah, it kind of has a curve right through here. That's what we want. We want that curve to be achieved. So right here, as you can see, that works. We just did that. Now we're kind of on this diagonal. We pretty much just want to simply keep experimenting. That looks pretty good. We might just do this until we get to a certain point where this will start making sense when we turn it. I'm thinking if we keep doing it like this, eventually it's going to get to the point to where I could simply go off of that right there. So that's what we're going to do. I think that's the move. So now we're caught up with this. So now we could do a diagonal there, diagonal here, and then now it's going to be 2. Let me see what this looks like. Let me see if it, oh my goodness. Yeah, that works. That does work indeed. What I could do though, to make my life easier, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this does need to come back and magically connect. So now we got to make the magic happen. To make the magic happen, we have to basically kind of go with what we're seeing there. This should honestly work. This should work. However, I just noticed a boo-boo. So right here, it's 1. Back would be 2. And then, oh, I'm lagging. Hello? Okay, that was weird. It was very weird. So 2. Let me kind of get a feel for this. 1, 2. Let me see how this looks. It does seem like it kind of gets more beefier when we turn it. And this is definitely not lined up with that. If we were to go by that though, we would simply, let me kind of just mess with this the way I'm looking at it. 2. So this would go in. Let me just see how this would look if we do it trending the way it's supposed to be trending. That's not even right. Now it is. So 1, 2, 1, and then another 2. I'm just taking time to compare what it would look like if we do it like this instead. That's all we're doing, really. So do I make the change or do I keep it the way it looks? Because honestly, it doesn't really matter necessarily. This does go back by 2. And then maybe we can have a diagonal right here. And maybe a diagonal going back by 2. And that could be how we do it. So now look at the 2 differences here. I kind of like it the way... Oh, man, this is going to be a deal breaker here. So I like it the way the inner line looks, if I'm being honest. I do. So now we want to simply, instead of doing it the way this looks, let's go get rid of this. And now we're going to simply take down this line right here. That's all we're going to do. Take it down by 1, and then get rid of the top layer. That's all we have to do to fix this. And honestly, we could keep it here, depending on certain things. Am I tripping, or does this just simply need to be here anyway? This might need to be here anyway. Now looking at it, yeah, it would need to be there anyway, if you think about it. So now let's go ahead and fill this in, all while basically, you know, keeping the same pattern going. I have to do what we just did over here to the other side now, though. And at this pace, we should be kind of approaching getting this done soon. Alright. I mean, honestly, I could probably even open this part up if I really wanted to. I could just open this whole thing up if I really wanted to. Instead of having it to where... Man, this is a decision. I don't know. I kind of like having it the way it is right now. Where you have to go around. You have to go around and go through here to get to the opening. I kind of like that. Alright, we should probably go ahead and do over here next. So we know it's going to go up with sandstone. The thing is, though, it's going to start right here, I believe. Let me just do some comparisons. So yeah, it starts in the middle. Middle block, it starts going up, go back by 1. So let me do some comparisons here. Are we going by this? This is the hard part about, you know, mirroring something. You gotta make sure it's right. I'm trying to figure out, do we have it already done on the inside? We do. Honestly, I could start from here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we could basically just start from this, maybe. Start from there and then make our way in. We could do it that way. Because this is going to be like this anyway. This will be filled in like this anyway. Regardless, as you can see. So 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So this is basically just 2 1s. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 2 1s. So we start with the 2s first, going back. I got you. Basically just gonna mimic this. Yeah, okay. So there's 5 of these. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, is that right? Seems right. But now we need to go by this, because this is the tricky part for us. So it's 2. So we're going by this. It needs to line up with that. And then once it gets to the point to where it needs to go back by 2, we actually go the opposite way. I think that's how we can look at it. So really, what I'm saying here is, it's going to go back, right? Is it going to go back or is it going to go in? I think it goes in. So actually, this needs to go like this. It's 2. We're pretty much now going to look at that for comparison. That's all we're really doing here. So this needs to be filled in. 2. And when we get to the point to where we can't necessarily do the next part to this, because it's 2 diagonals. I can actually kind of compare by going up. So it's 2, 2, 2 diagonals, 2, 1, 3. I think. Because this one's 3 right here. It's 3, then it goes 2. But right here it's 2, 2, 1, 1. But it's 2 diagonals of 1. So 2, 2, 2 diagonals, 2, 1, 2, 3. So 2, 2. Let's just see if this looks right. So according to this, 2, am I dumb? Let me look at this. So this is on the block of the smooth sandstone. Come over here. Stand on this. It's on the block of the smooth sandstone. There's 3 blocks filled in. Is there 3 blocks filled in for this side? No, but there needs to be. So that kind of makes my life a little easier. So 2. But something just don't seem right. It don't. So if we look at it from over here, it goes up, and then once it gets to here, it actually goes up hard diagonal. Hard diagonal. 2, 1. I mean, yeah, it is a hard diagonal. The thing is, though, what am I not doing right? What if it's... Let me look at it from... So we're looking at it from this perspective. This is... So that's the stair. This needs to be the middle piece. It goes back by 1. As you can see, though, this lines up perfectly with that. When I'm over here, it does not, however, line up perfectly. So I made a slight boo-boo somewhere. Which I'm thinking it's actually just this right here, if I'm being honest. I'm thinking it's supposed to do this, you know? But there is supposed to be a hard diagonal right here. So that's why I'm kind of confused. The confusion's setting in just a little bit. So there needs to be a 4 block. So what if it starts right here, though? I'm thinking that's how that goes. But it's not. It's if you compare both sides, there's a block right here. So according to that, that's what we just did. But if you look at the diagonal here, it's not lining up like it's supposed to. So something's not right. We gotta figure out what we did wrong. 2, 1. The interior looks right. This is something to do with... I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I say we just do it the way it looks anyway, to see if maybe we're just tripping. I don't think it's right, though. I don't. I can already tell you it's not right. And I can tell you why I know this. Look at this. Is it because we went out by an extra block? I'm just trying to figure out the boo-boo here. What did we do wrong? Alright, you know what? I say we get rid of this. This is probably confusing me more than it should, if I had to guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it is going to end up that way. The thing is, though, let's just pretend so right here, this is the middle, but also it's this part with an extra block going out right here. When I go over here, let's look at it. This is the middle. So are we saying that this is actually supposed to go out by an additional 1 here? And then basically this whole entire side is off somehow? let me do some counting real quick. Maybe I fucked up the interior to this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Let's see if we got 27 blocks on the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So yeah, it was wrong. This whole entire side is actually off, I'm pretty sure, by 1. But that's okay, because it's an easy fix and we have time. So now when I do this, when I take this up and try to mimic that one side over here, it's gonna have 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So 2, 2, 1, 1. All right. This is me just making mental notes, so don't worry about me. I'll figure this shit out. So let's get rid of this to avoid confusion, because this is honestly wrong. This whole entire inside part is indeed wrong, including this as well. I will go ahead and just get rid of this so I can avoid confusion. Now some of the stuff that we've already filled in can stay, because it's not that big of a deal. What we're about to do, I'm simply going to go by the outside perimeter and then make my way in. So 2, 2, 1, 1. So 2, 2, 1, 1. 2, 2, 2 diagonals. And then it should be, so after the 2 diagonals, it goes back by 2, 1, 2. So it goes back by 2, diagonal 1. So it goes back by 2, then back by 1, and then back by another 2. So back by 2, back by 1, back by another 2. We just did this 2, 1, 2. Now it's going to go back by 3. So this is going to go back by 3 now over here. It's going to go 1, 2, 3. We can actually do a coordinate check to see if this is correct. So on coordinate 520, ladies and gentlemen, when we go down here, if this is not on 520, we have made a big fucking mistake. In this case, we did not. Thank goodness. So now we're gonna go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 5 times. Now this should be the part that we already had, but there's gonna be a minor tweak to this. So from over here, we started with 1. We got to do that 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, we start with 1 diagonal, then do 2. We got to do that 5 times. So 1, then 2, 1, then 2, 1, then 2, 1, then 2, then 1, then 2. And there should be 5 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are caught up now. All we have to do now is fix the inside mistake that we made. And honestly, I think all we have to do to fix this necessarily is fill in. So as long as this is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. When you look at it, it is right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Let's do a double check here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So when we fill this next part in, I think it's actually right. We just had some mind games going on. But that don't seem right though. Is it something to do with this? Because when we look at this, it's supposed to mirror. I'm lagging. Alright. we're technically supposed to mirror what we're seeing right here. That's why we're doing it the way we're doing it, right? And when we get to the parts where we can no longer mirror, we look at this other side. This is where confusion starts to set in just a little bit. I do know that there's going to be, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. However, we have to basically fix this. And the only way we're going to fix this is basically by going by what we know and we don't know. So looking at this, this does look right. Let me do some comparisons. Let's just look up. 2. Okay, I already see an issue with the interior one. So 2. Man, this is really kind of fucked up, ain't it? Yeah, I don't think there's a way we can achieve what we're going for here. The outside layer does indeed look right. It does. This is supposed to connect right here, like this. However, there's a slight issue. Somewhere along the line of this, we have fucked up. We have to figure out what the fuck we fucked up on. Because right now I can look at it right here and just tell you that this does not look anywhere near. What I might do, I might work backwards. We might just have to work backwards from this. So if we start from the 5, because we know that this is going to be filled in, right? So 2, 3, 4, 5. If we start from this on the other side, but on the inside, like the interior, we could somehow maybe make it work. Just kind of problem solving here. We don't even necessarily think that this is right? Because if you look at the interior, it goes 2, 1. So according to this, if we go by the other side, and this is also going to throw this off. Maybe not. So basically, this is what we did. That's the way it's... But then it doesn't look right. Because there's 3 here, but over here it's only 2. Man, what in the fuck? What? Okay, hold on. No, I know what's going on. I think I know what's going on. That's what we're not getting. No. I think I solved it. I think I figured out what the hell's going on. So if you look at the coordinates, negative 33. When we go over here, if it's not negative 33, there's something wrong. Negative 32. So it is down a layer. So we're supposed to be on this layer right here. Oh man, what did I not do? This is gonna be something I have to fix. 2, 2. Let me see if it does look right. 1, 1. Yeah, that looks right. But at the same time, it's not. It's not right. We fucked up somewhere. Do we start the stairs wrong? 'Cause that's what I'm thinking we did. Stairs start here. Stairs start here. Oh. That looks right on both sides. I don't know about you, but that does look right. We're just problem solving right now. That's all we're doing. But damn, this is messing with my brain. What are we not doing right? Okay. So on the block that connects with the stair, it goes over by 3. So when we come over here, the block that connects with the stair needs to be 3, which it is. But if you look at it, it goes up with a 2 right here. All while not passing the block. Because we need that block for the, yeah. So 3. So would that be what we need to do? I don't know. I dead ass, I don't know what the hell we've done. We might want to basically Like, when we look at this, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck I did. This is why I don't do late streams, because I fucked up somehow. It's okay though, we're gonna figure this shit out. And I'm gonna keep this exterior wall here. I think we're on to something. It's this right here that's throwing me off, 110%. Maybe it was already right, you know? Maybe this shit was already right the way it was. 3-2, right? 3-2. So this is where the diagonal would go if we simply follow this pattern once again. 2-2 1-1-2 1-2-3 2-2 1-1-2 2-2. So 2-2 1-1. I'm just a little confused, chat, but we're gonna get there. It's probably not gonna happen tonight, but the fact that we're just simply having a fucking issue with this tells me that this is not quite looking the way we anticipated. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Would you look at that? I just don't think it's gonna be right, no matter how many times we mess with this. 2-2 1-1 2-2 1-1 2-1-2. So 2-2 1-2. We're gonna get this shit, bro. Once I get this shit, it's gonna make me feel like I accomplished algebra. 2-2 1-1. Yeah, 2-2 1-1 2-1 2-2 1-1 2-1. So the next one needs to be a 2. 2-1-2, right? So right here's 2. So 2-1-2. 2-1-2, go back by 3. 2-2-1, 2-2-1-1, 2-1-2, go back by 3 going this way. Let's see if this somehow connects with this. And that's not even, that don't even look right. This don't even look, I can already tell you this is not right. 520. Man, what in the Houdini shit did we do wrong? 520 is right here. Man, what did we seriously do though? Wait a minute. Okay, let's go and get rid of the, yeah. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. What am I not seeing, chat? I'm not seeing something here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28. Let's count this out. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28. So that's where that needs to be. If we simply just fill this in like it was, just pretend like it was already here. I think this being open is throwing me off somehow, some way. Let's get rid of this. This is no longer relevant. Let's fill this in as if it never fucking was open. Man, my brain is hurting. What's the space from these? Should be 27, right? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23. If this space is not 23 blocks, that's their problem. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23. So that needs to be where this goes. let me just do some process of elimination. So if this is open right here, that goes back. This is where it gets a little confusing, and this is where I just fucking have a meltdown. What do we not do? So 2 2. Did we fuck it up here? Is this the fucking part that we're getting confused on? 2 2 1 2. We come over here. Okay, so it goes back this way, apparently. So this needs to be taken out then. This needs to be taken out. I'm trying to figure out what the hell I did wrong, for those wondering. And I have yet to find out. We're trying to basically make this magical, and I'm just, for some reason, I'm having a hard time doing so. We might just have to live on, you know, just kind of go with the flow, even though it's wrong. But that's not who I am. I want to figure out what the fuck I did and try to fix it. 2 1, so then it goes back by 2, right? Is it just gonna be the outline right here? Is that what we're getting from this? So I feel like that's what that's telling me. I have a feeling we're on to what we did. Okay, so let me just do some comparison now. We're on coordinate 541. If it doesn't start on 541, we have really messed up. 541, we're on to something. Goes over by 5. Goes back by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this shit needs to be taken out. Pretty sure. Do something like that, possibly. Alright, so now I feel like I'm just doing the same shit over and over again. That's what I feel like I'm doing. Alright, let's try to fix this now. I'm hoping this is right, bro. No telling. There's no telling what we've done here. I'm basically just going the outline. As you can see though, so this needs to be a 2 block right here. That's what I'm getting from that. But if we look at the interior on both sides, 2 1, oh, we fixed it. We fucking did it. We did it, chat. I think we fucking did it. Oh, I don't see an issue with this. Just from looking at it, it does look like we fixed it. Let me show you what the fuck we had to do. So this side had 2, and it was also in the middle of this walkway right here, right? So that's what I was going from. It goes over by 1, but as you can see, it's not overpassing into this. Over here, we had an issue where this was overpassing. 3, 2. It's not overpassing, but it goes right here. So when we go over here, it's 2, 2, 1, 1, 2 diagonals, right? So it's 2, 2, 2 diagonals, 2, 1, 2, goes back by 3. Try to remember that, okay? I can remember pretty good. 2, 2, so right here, 2, 2, 2 diagonals, 2, 1, 2, goes back by 3. Also, if you look at this, right here, there should be, you know, we should line up with this. If we don't line up with this on the other side, we fucked up somewhere. Look at it. Lines up. 2 blocks. Lines up. So now this is where we're going to pick up. Pretty sure. Oh no. Hold on. I don't think we got it. So this is where we need to fix. I'm pretty sure. So 2 blocks here. And then it lines up here. This needs to be here because this is the hard curve that makes this kind of curve at an angle. Doing angles on this game is kind of tedious. So when we look at this, it needs to line up with the block Okay, it's about to do the diagonal. I think this is where we're at, though. There's something about this doesn't seem right, though. It doesn't. So, but this is the 3-block one right here. So what are we not comprehending here? At 12 o'clock in the morning. Diagonal 2. Wait a minute. Diagonal 2, right? So this is the 3. Over there we're on the 3. Still needs to be a diagonal then 2. Hold on, we're figuring this shit out. Because we're right here. Diagonal then 2, right? As you can see though, I don't think that lines up, chat. 525. 525. 525, we have a single diagonal. So there's something fucked up about this. I just can't fix it. I don't think I'm gonna fix it tonight. This is gonna be something we're gonna have to fucking work on. Which kind of pisses me off. Because I figured we was gonna fuck up. It's just, I didn't think it was gonna fuck up this early into it. I'm probably just overthinking this shit too. Because I'm tired. And I'm forcing this shit kinda now. I only got 9 minutes till the stream's over. Oh man, this pisses me off, bro. Why is this so fucking difficult for some reason? So according to this shit, it's supposed to be 2 right here. Wait a minute. Bro, why am I so fucking dumb? Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just do it this way. Fuck it. It's gonna be this stupid. I'm about to just say fuck it and do it the way that I'm trying to do it, and then just fix it in the future. So does this need to be where that 3 goes then? I don't think so. Because it's only 2. With the block going out by 1. I'm just trying to figure this shit out, bro. Did we just fix it? 3, 2. Hold on. No, we didn't. I thought we had some hope here, but 3, 1. Like, why is this gotta be a 1 right here? So the 1 should be lined up with the line on this side. So there should be a diagonal of 1. As you can see, there's fucking not. Because I'm dumb. What if we place... Hold on. Let's place this shit back down. Just to kind of get some ideas here on what the fuck's not working for this. I gotta start wrapping this shit up though, unfortunately. Which means we're gonna have to end this up on a fuck up, unfortunately. But that's okay. I'll be streaming tomorrow. Maybe I can figure out what we did wrong. Because right now, I seriously just do not have any idea. I don't. I'm getting tired. I'm getting frustrated. It's starting to piss me off. The exterior looks fine. It's the fucking interior that's throwing my ass off. The mirror does not look like it's wanting a mirror. But I mean, we could do a check here to see if it works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that works. I guess for now we're just gonna have to fill this in and then go back and work on it. There's a slight boo-boo that we're gonna have to fix. Don't think I'm quite ready to just do that tonight since it's pretty much morning as it is. Does it have something to do? I mean, the interior on the right side looks just like the left side interior, like the wall, the border. Then it goes 222. 2. I have an extra 2 in. According to this side, there's only supposed to be 2 2s on this side. All while, you know, the stairs line up with this block. Stairs do line up with this block. I have an extra 2 on the right side. It goes 2 2 2. I don't know if you guys can visibly see that. So there's only supposed to be 2 2s. Let me just simply, we're gonna go with the flow here. I don't have that much time. In fact, I only have 4 minutes, which sucks. I wanted to accomplish more today, but we've been too fucking bogged down on fucking fixing this mistake. This might be something I do off camera, just to fix it. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this on video, because every time I have like stage fright to do this, I can't figure it out while I'm on here. 2 2 2 diagonals, 2 1 2 3. Stair lines up, goes up by 2. Stair lines up, goes up by 2. Lines up with this, goes 2 diagonals, 2 1 2 3. Lines up with the stair, goes up 2 2, and then it goes 2 diagonals. Then it goes 2 1 2 1, I think. We're pretty much just doing the same shit over and over again. I don't think it's gonna be fixed. 2 1 2. Okay, so this is actually going back by 3. The middle coordinate is on 520. It lines up, but it's not the middle for that though. We're not going, this is not the middle for anything. So for the stairs, it needs to correlate to the second stair on the other side. 520. Okay, 2 diagonals, 2 1 2 3. Should line up with the second stair. This lines up with the first stair, which means, so is this not out by a layer? Does this need to be fixed? Wait a minute. No, that's right. 512. Go down 512. It lines up. Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. Is there a section that maybe has a 3 somewhere that I did not catch? 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 1 2. So right here is where it connects, goes up by 2. Just try to catch the mistake. 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 1 2. Yeah, lines up. 2 diagonals. 2 1 2. This needs to be 3. 521. So there's something not quite right. I cannot fucking figure it out. 2 2 2 diagonals. 2 2 2 diagonals. Goes back by 2. Goes back by 2. 1 diagonal 2, 1 diagonal 2, goes back by 3. But I did a hard, I filled this in. Did we fill this in on the other side? Do we even have another side? Probably not. Well, I mean, that does line up, but if you look at it, oh. 2, 1, 2, 3. Is it two diagonals? So after the 3, but see right here, it's like, how does that make sense though? So this should line up. This 1 diagonal should line up. According to this side, this 1 diagonal should line up. It don't. Wait, yeah, it does. I'm confused. It's because this is what we're looking at. When we go back by 2, it needs to be on the next one. Hold on. Hold the fuck on. No, I think I figured this Scooby-Doo mystery out. And it's because this is filled in. This corner's filled in, Josh. Watch. Wait. What the fucking... What in the fucking... What, like... Okay. So 2. So this should start on this block. There's a diagonal here, it lines up with this. 2 here. I just basically did this on the other side, alright? That's all I did. When I go down there, this should be 2 on the interior floor. And that's because this is where that 1 is. Did we... Am I not getting something from this? It's 2, right? 2. We go down. It's 2. If this does not line up with the first block on the other side, we have fucked up again. Okay, it does. I think we fixed it, honestly. I think we fucking fixed it. And if we didn't, oh well. I'm tired of fucking doing this shit. We may have just fixed it. We may have just fixed it. Yeah, that's what I'm going with. Let's fill this shit in. This is gonna be a little bit more lengthier because I took the time to fucking have a stroke middle of the stream. It's okay though. This is what my brain does. I wanted to show you the process of figuring out what the happened and how you can fix it. And I think I just demonstrated pretty decently there what I do when I have an issue, when I have a problem, pretty much. And since it's early in the morning, I'm going to be bound to have more margin of errors because I'm just simply sleepy. I'll have a lot of streams on this world early on though, so it's basically just relax, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hell yeah. Okay. We're gonna simply fill this shit in. Next episode, I will be finishing up this part probably, and then we'll go from there. Okay. I have hit over the 90-minute mark though, so I have to get a thumbnail. I will get the thumbnail as soon as I fill in this side. Hey, we were able to actually accomplish a lot of the rough outline. And I don't care what happens next, as long as it makes sense and looks somewhat good. That is really all we're trying to accomplish. We're just simply trying to get the aesthetics right. And if the aesthetics are not right, we're gonna have to freaking fix it. And we're gonna have to keep trying to solve our, algebra, calculus equations. Sometimes I feel like that's what I deal with. I need to remember that everything on this game can be fixed though with the simple look of an eye. We're on the verge of finishing this up. I'm gonna basically get a thumbnail for this to update what we've done today. We've actually done quite a bit in comparison. We have 3 hours of work right here for just this build so far, and it's probably going to continue to go. Let me do basically a fly around now just to see if my eye can catch anything. Okay, we do want to actually fill in this part as well, just so we're up to date. with everything that's going down. Yeah, nice. So now we're caught up. Yep, that does look right on both sides, and I'm not going to take the time to look any further into this. Let's get the damn thumbnail. I'm ready to get this thumbnail. I'm ready to go to sleep. So that's what we're going to do, chat. Let's turn off the webcam, live viewers, browser number, and yeah. Thumbnail, we're just going to simply, we're going to get it from a little bit closer this time. I want to basically get the essence of what we've done today alone for this stream. So I'm going to basically try to pick up this right here. So like this is the thumbnail right here. This is the thumbnail. And yeah. Pretty much that is it, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys did enjoy, hit that like button, consider subscribing, and yeah, hope to see you guys in the next live stream. And yeah, peace out. Y'all have a great day.